How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Reaction Time. Today we are doing something a bit different. Most of the time the videos are usually uplifting and pretty comical, but today we are going to meet the little boy who cannot be hugged. This is extremely sad. I haven't watched the video yet. I just saw the title and the thumbnail, and all of that will also be in the description if you guys want to check it out for yourself. But basically we're gonna jump right into it. I don't know if it's genetic or if it's a disease that this little boy unfortunately got, and I'm going to assume that he can't be hugged because either his bones are super fragile to a point where they can actually break if there's any pressure, or maybe he gets bruising or starts internally bleeding with very light force. That could all happen. Let's see. So without further ado, let's find out.
What if you couldn't even hold your child because to do so would inflict painful physical injury? Well, that's the reality for Patrice and Matt.
Matt and I got married in May of 2004.
When we found out we were pregnant, we were super excited.
I was 37 weeks pregnant, and it all of a sudden just hit me. I haven't felt him move in a long time.
She said she hasn't felt the baby move in a while. That is super scary. You're hoping for the best, and all of a sudden, when you don't feel the baby move, you might think the baby is sick, or worst case scenario, actually already died, or is about to die. That's extremely frightening.
He's gone, isn't he? And he said, yes, I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow,
it's
so he did.
Completely devastating.
We still wanted a family, so we decided we'd try again.
And 2 months later, I found out I was pregnant with our second child. When I was pregnant with Jonah, they induced me at 37 weeks. And when I was pushing him out, I remember the doctor saying he's got a little cut on his lip.
As he came out further, he had the skin missing.
Whoa, okay. So I'm guessing it's just it's bruising, like I said, or he's bleeding.
His elbows down and his knees down. It was just raw and red and bloody, and he was just screaming.
It wasn't normal newborn baby cry that you want to hear. It was agony.
So there was a doctor there who said he thinks that it's something called epidermolysis bullosa. EB is a disorder where basically Jonah's skin doesn't attach to itself.
Wow. So, okay, so I didn't guess it right. My guess was that he's gonna be brittle or bruised really easily. Instead, the skin can apparently just slide right off because it doesn't actually have any real attachment. That is so strange.
So any friction either blisters the skin or just shears it off.
Whoa. Guys, I blur this out for your sake. If you want to watch the original video, it will be there. But basically, most of the skin is completely off at this point in that picture.
No treatment for epidermolysis
tough.
bullosa. I'm like, so is the only option prayer? Is that the only chance we've got? And he said, yes. On a daily basis, Jonah can't go to the bathroom by himself. He requires dressing change 3 to 4 times a week.
There's no part of his body that doesn't blister. I have to take suture scissors and physically cut those blisters so that they can drain.
Oh my goodness. Okay guys, this is one of the worst I think we've seen, the worst condition. There was other people the teenager who could possibly die if he fell asleep, but I think this is actually one of the worst or the most terrible out of all of them, and I feel extremely bad.
Jonah has never known a life without pain.
That's the worst. So like the pain aspect is the worst. If he just blistered and it just looked a bit different, but he didn't feel any pain, that's fine. It doesn't matter what it looks like. I think it's way worse when there's the pain.
It's hard to balance, you know, being that compassionate, loving mom and then being the nurse who has to get the job done. You learn to be strong because you have to be, and you turn a lot of that emotion off. But there are days and there are nights that you just can't believe that this is what it is for him, and that's really hard.
That's so hard to swallow. Are you guys crying yet? It essentially should have been a try not to cry challenge because it's almost impossible not to cry or feel so bad when looking at this video.
Despite all of this pain that he goes through, he is just the funniest, like most joyful, most charismatic little kid you'll ever meet.
Jonah is a car guy. I mean, he loves cars.
He likes watching NASCAR races.
My favorite drivers are Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, and Richard Petty.
It's kind of weird for a dad to say that their son is their hero, but Jonah definitely is my hero.
Not just what he endures, but the way he endures it, and that he doesn't just survive, he thrives. He has hope and he has happiness.
Guys, I'm gonna say it again. Like, this is one of the saddest I think I've ever watched here on Reaction Time. You guys think this is one of the saddest ones? Let me know. Like, this boy, he's so adorable, and I just feel so bad because there's nothing anybody can do, at least not currently, and the only thing people can do is just help him as much as they can, but they can't ever fix this.
And he loves so big, and he has so much compassion for other people, I realize that it's because of EB. He is able to touch so many people and give them hope.
Like this whole video, especially towards right now, it's so hard to try and not cry actually. Just seeing the little boy.
And join us now, Jonah's parents, Patrice and Matt, along with dermatologist Dr. Sonia Batra. And first of all, what a wonderful boy you all have. And I know you've been through so much with him. Well, we also know the power of physical touch and just wanting to hug your child. With Jonah, you got to be so very careful, and anyone around Jonah has to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've just learned how to do it. I mean, we certainly don't deprive him of touch or affection or anything, but you just learn a different way of doing it, you know.
Okay guys, so I'm just gonna stop it here. There's about another minute left, so if you guys want to watch that, it's gonna be in the description. Right now they're just gonna talk about the experience. They're gonna talk about the disease further. But yeah, it was really hard to watch, and that's gonna wrap it up for the video. If you have any other suggestions for Meet the Person series, don't forget you can email me at reactiontimevideos@gmail.com. It's gonna be right here, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Wow, hopefully you guys have a great one, and peace out.